Good morning. It is Monday. I'm going to do this little quick makeup and where you got to get going. There's never enough time in the day. But we got to keep going, keep digging, keep working on the list. Today, what's on my mind? Seriously, what I thought this morning is things that happen, those little inconveniences or annoying things that happen in life. We are building character. We are learning things. We're learning skills when life ain't perfect and you have to learn things. Think of it in that sense of learning. There was something I seen one time I heard, I think it was like a video or something, and somebody said, when things happen, instead of asking God why, ask, what are you trying to teach me here? You know, what do I need to get out of this? And try to be positive and take those moments as learning experience and don't get yourself in some kind of shape over them. And a lot of things anymore, I just don't get real upset over. Because it's just not worth it. And after you spend a lot of time upset, angry, hurt, especially when you try to fight, you know, and it doesn't change the outcome and you learn those sort of things, then you quit wasting energy on things you can't control. And there's things that are going to happen in this life that you can't control. They're just going to happen. And let's say, for instance, and boy, have I had experience in these areas. And we've done established, I've talked about it several times. I don't come from money. I didn't grow up having everything I wanted, and I'm still fighting, clawing, and scratching, trying to build a better life for myself, you know. But let's say something happens with your vehicle, something tears up, like your tire blows, you know, trying to go to work or trying to go home, or maybe you have a complete like car goes into limp mode trying to make it home. That's a lot of fun. Your washing machine quits. Your AC quits. And a lot of people you'll hear, and I've said it before too. I actually said it to somebody yesterday, just not thinking about it. Because they told me something about their truck was messed up and it had to be fixed. Or it was day before yesterday. And I said, it's something all the time. You know, and that saying in itself is kind of negative, and that's not where we want to be. But in reality and in life, it really is something all the time. Yes, I know it's time to leave. Stop it. My alarm's going off telling me it's time to get ready to leave. It is something all the time. There will be things, there will be inconveniences to happen. You know, you'll have vehicle trouble, house trouble. If you're like me, personality trouble. Every week I think I'm in a different mood and I'm a different person. That's a whole nother thing we ain't getting into. But these things will happen. These little annoying inconveniences and things that you can't just snap your finger and they're fine and they're great. It don't happen that way. There are little things that happen. Things tear up. Things go bad. Whatever it is. And if we could look at it as we're building character, then ain't that nice? And you learn to be prepared. For instance, you learn to carry a spare tire. You learn to make sure your spare tire's good and it's aired up. Thank God for helpful people along the road. Let's just say that. And then you learn one fan ain't enough. And you could get those good old box fans like I had growing up for $20. So that you can actually get airflow in your house when the AC quits. When your wash machine quits, you learn how to wash your clothes in the bathtub. You learn how to hang them out on the porch rail. You are building character and you learn how to get through. And something I can tell you about me, and I've been doing this my whole life, and this is something good that I learned from my dad. Make do with what you got. Because it ain't, especially when you don't have a big bunch of money to just go out and buy something new. And to be honest, it's smarter financially to fix the car instead of running out and buying a brand new one. Make good choices. But you learn skills. You learn how to, just like when money's tight, there's a guy on TikTok who makes videos of how to eat, how to make meals with $5. And he really does. Like, he really makes meals that you can survive on with $5. He does, and he teaches you like techniques of how to get the most flavor out of it. Like, he's really like he talks and acts like a chef, like he's smart in doing this. And I'm sure he didn't just automatically know this stuff. He came by this knowledge the hard way. And that's the thing. Some of the best knowledge, some of those survival techniques and things of how you'll survive, and I mean surviving in all kinds of areas, you are going to come by that knowledge the hard way. If I'm learning anything at all, it's going to be the hard way. That's just how I roll. It's got to be the hard way. But maybe think of today, whatever it is you're going through. Maybe you've got up and you're having a little inconvenience. Try to look at the bright side. Try to think of it in a positive light. And try to think, I'm building character. This is adding to my story. I told somebody that the other day. This is just adding to my story and my journey. It's a gnat. Had the door open a minute ago. I can't remember what I was talking about though. Like, something funny was happening. I think it was something with the bookstore, and I was like, I'm just adding to my story. So, today, I want to encourage you to look at it in a positive light. Look at it as I'm learning, I'm growing. God, what are you teaching me? They're not over there. They're right there. And go have a good day. Make the most of it. And have a good day.